Guardians outlasted the Yankees last night in New York. 12 innings. 9-5 is the final there. A lot of high points in the Guardians lineup, including one Jay Honksy Noel at an RBI infield single there. It was a 4-hour, 5-minute long game, the longest MLB game of the season, played last night. But your Guardians come out on top. Guardians and Yankees pretty much kind of in a dead heat as far as their records go, but they handed the Yanks another loss there. So tonight they'll play them again at 7:05 there in the Bronx. Guardians, New York Yankees, on your FM home for Cleveland Guardians baseball. 100.7 WMMS. And on the iHeartRadio app, you can listen there too. 7:05 is the first pitch, 6:30 something. Be your pregame. Then they'll finish that series with the afternooner tomorrow at 5 minutes past 1 p.m. before the Guardians come home to host the Rangers for the weekend. Somebody sent me an email and said, hey, you have experience. This might be a great opportunity for you. And they included an article about how there is a distinct shortage of umpires and referees in youth sports because of all the angry parents. Nobody wants to deal with it anymore. And, of course, I began my long and illustrious career as a working man as an umpire for Little League games when I was 14 years old. And I had to throw parents out occasionally. But it's reached a fever pitch now that youth sports, and some of the things they describe in this article I never had to contend with. You'd have to contend with a grown man screaming in your face, but I didn't care about that. But some of these guys are talking about, guys who've been officiating youth sports for decades, saying, I've never seen what's going on now. When you're like walking back out to your car and parents are following you and yelling at you and, and they've got their kid with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really putting on a great show for your kid. If nothing else, if that's important to you at all, and I guess if you're one of those screaming parents, that's not important to you because you're only doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for your kid. You're doing it for yourself because you've got some, unresolved things going on. Guy says he was officiating a game in North Ridgeville one year when a kid got hit on the sideline and saw a mom jump up yelling, and another mom walked over and hit her. Jeez. And so they called the cops, and one of the women went to jail for assault. So yeah, I mean, I do have the experience. Again, I've my time as a Little League umpire and T-ball umpire is very much in my rearview mirror. Again, the only reason, I wasn't looking for a job when I was 14 that would let me get screamed at by adults. I wanted something that would pay me cash and something that it was something that paid well because nobody else wanted to do it. For this very reason.
You think it's time to get back into it?
Well, that's what this person was intimating when they sent me the email. They're like, hey, this could be a really good opportunity for you because you do have experience in this area. Now, obviously, I don't have the experience that, officiants of 30 years would have.
What if we did a Alan Cox Show softball game with umpire Alan making his return?
No, because I'd want to play. I wouldn't want to ump. I'd want to play if we were going to do a softball
both.
thing. Oh, yeah. I'd might clicker, and then I'd hit, and then I'd run, and I'd click again.
Yeah, you're the only one playing. And
it's literally
yeah, we're
the
all just
Alan
watching
Cox.
you. Yeah.
Not the Alan Cox Show softball game, the Alan Cox softball game.
Okay. This guy says he'd also never forget a situation involving a pitcher at a baseball game for 10 and 11-year-olds. Said this kid couldn't throw a strike for anything because his mom was yelling at him. And so the ref stops the game and says, talk to the kid. And he's like, the kid's out there crying on the mound. And so we got to talk to the mom. I go, hey, listen, he's upset because of you. And maybe just, if you can't act right, maybe let the kid have fun because he's only 11. And she calmed down. And he's like, this kid starts having fun because his mom's not screaming at him. So I don't know what it is. We've all seen this. You might be one of those people who screams at umpires and your kid. And if you are, don't. But we've all seen
Fixed it.
those kinds of people. You're welcome. Good night, everybody. They'll see those kinds of people, and I don't know if it's a little simplistic to say that they're nursing some of their own athletic failures or whatever. It's probably broader than that, but who knows? I don't know how many people genuinely think that they're molding the future millionaire superstar athletes of the future. I mean, it can't be that. I think it's that it's come full circle. There was a boomerang of one generation that made their kids really, really soft. And I think now there are parents that look at this and they go, well, I'm just going to go back old school and I'm going to make my kid really hard. Except you can't, despite what a lot of you think, you can't go back. You can't go backwards. You got to find new ways to do things, obviously. But if your kid is out there crying because you're yelling at him, I mean, I remember when my son was much younger and playing sports, and he was great. He was playing football and baseball, and I was so happy that he was so talented because I very much was not. And I just remember being in the stands watching the games, and everyone, it was the opposite of this. Everyone around me was barely paying attention. Like the moms are on their phones, the dads are talking to each other about golf.
I feel like this is most people's experience, but then it only takes one or two parents to get fired up, get in a fight, and then just ruin everything.
And that becomes the anecdote among the referees.
Right.
Even the spikes in pay for referees is not enough to keep younger officials in the game. $100 for a high school game, $65 to $75 for JV or middle school. And so as these older guys retire, you need younger people. And you're a ref. You're going to blow calls. By the way, there is no worse feeling than having someone scream in your face over a call that you blew. That is the worst.
You can't
be like, just kidding.
Right.
You're right.
The call's the call.
You got to stand by it. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, I'd get
Is that what they teach you in umpire school?
That's what they taught me. I mean,
the University of Umpiring?
Yes.
Okay.
Yup. When I went to UU, it was that was the first lesson they taught you. Never back down. Stand by your calls, but strive to make the right ones. So, yeah, sometimes you get parents who are being overly protective of their kids or whatever, just were dicks, get in your face. But every so often there'd be a guy screaming in your face and you knew you blew the call. And that sucks.
You just got to sit there and be like, it is what it is.
You got to just grease up and grab ankle, baby. And no way out of that. So whoever emailed me that, thank you. I don't think that I'm going to throw my hat into the ring to return to my roots as a Little League youth sports umpire. But there it is. Al, the most fragile egos on the earth belong to cops and umpires. Well, it's shades of difference, right? Cops are kind of umpires. They're out there calling balls and strikes. But I don't know.
Listen, Alan, if that's even your real name, I'm watching a murder documentary series, as we do. I was watching an episode and I was thinking, I wonder if any of these 911 calls are live when the murder is happening. Well, guess what? The next episode, it happens. Manifesting is real. Suck it, Jesus.
Oh, boy, I'm going to get letters about that
Jesus.
now. Oh,
See?
I know. I'm going to get letters. I got this woman who emails me all the time complaining because apparently I say goddamn a lot. Whatever. She doesn't like it. I don't care.
You know
now
that's not what they meant when they said take the Lord's name in vain. It's not about swearing. It's about using the Lord for financial gain.
Oh, gotcha.
God damn it. I wish people were smart.
Well, this woman who emails me, she feels quite perturbed by it. And I said, you should call in and we can hash this out. To date, no call. But boy, with this guy, between me saying goddamn and him saying suck it, Jesus, this lady's head is going to explode. It's going to explode. Alan, I got my first job yesterday since my dad died in 2018. What have you been doing?
Living off that dad death money.
Death money. Yeah, I don't know. There's
another line for you rappers. Dad death money.
Dad death money. I mean, Mary didn't get any. I didn't get any.
Yeah, but some people.
We owed money.
Yeah.
Some people get money. You guys didn't, but there's people out there.
Maybe this person did. Even if you got money, though, I think you'd want to be gainfully employed somewhere. What are you doing with your days? I don't know.
Napping. Doesn't that sound good?
What's that?
I said napping.
Whatever
Doesn't
you
that sound
want.
good?
You can do whatever you want.
It'd be fun for like a week.
You don't even need to
No.
nap.
And then you go, okay, I got to do something. You don't even like to watch TV, Mary, because you feel like you're wasting your time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying
Well, that's
like
what
if
I'm talking about.
all I did were stand up and I were making a ton of money doing that, man, that would be awesome.
Oh,
I guess
okay,
that's
but
technically still a job.
Right, that's you doing what
but
you
it's
love, and
fun.
that's what everybody wants is to do something they love and
Yeah.
become very wealthy. Well, of course that.
But it's so I think of like what would I do with my days?
This
I'd
guy
lay
says he
ar-
makes
I'd lay
pizza
around.
dough.
I'd lay around.
Lay around.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I'd paint and play guitar and get more dogs and swim. 'Cause
See, at least those are you're
pool's
teaching
my
yourself
personality,
things. The
yeah.
pool is your personality.
Mhm.
Yup. He'd paint and play guitar and sit around. And how many
me.
more dogs? Get more dogs. How many more dogs?
One to start, but maybe 15 or 20.
Some
after
more
that.
dog. Yeah, 15 to 20.
This is if I have like all the money and I have a lot of land and like just can do whatever. Yeah.
Is there any chance that when, God forfend, your parents pass, that you'll go back out and live on the homestead?
No.
No, you won't go out there?
No.
I know you got that sweet Squifle Tower right there on the lake, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't go back and take over the compound?
I don't.
I mean, you'd be out there. I mean, think of all
I
those.
just can't imagine it would go to me.
Think of them 20 dogs running around, though. Yeah, but isn't everybody else moved away?
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine what we do is split it, like sell it and split it.
I see.
Yeah,
The
like
proceeds.
The proceeds. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
We have to do a bunch of loop-de-loos to get out of some timeshares that my parents have. Anyway.
Loop-de-loop. Hey, I'll help you get out of your timeshare. I'll tell you what, you get pulled into a timeshare.
That stuff gets passed down, but if we don't want it, they still
Yeah.
will, it's a whole
Sucks.
thing.
You know how I can get you out of your timeshare? Because I'm the same guy that got you into it. Ain't that fun?
Yeah.
Got you coming and going. Timeshares. People still do those.
They do one that isn't one specific spot every year, but it's a timeshare through Marriott, so you can go to different places, and it's worked out overall.
I was going to
for
say,
my parents because they travel a lot and they're Marriott ones. So
yeah,
I mean, you got to check and make sure because some of them are nicer than others.
there's blackout dates
Yeah.
and the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, with all the horror stories you hear about timeshares, and I mean, like I said, there's an entire industry now
Yeah.
devoted to getting people out of their scammy timeshares. There have to still be people who enjoy them, who are like, oh, we have a great time. It's, not everybody likes to share their time. My time's my own. And it's between me and you.
Hey guys, hate the show. Just wanted to share that I have seen 2 geckos that offer boozy slushies. They're behind the counter where the cashier is, obviously, so they can like ID you and stuff like that. But yeah, they are available at your participating geckos, but not at all geckos.
Was she doing a commercial? Thank
I
you.
think
That was
she's
so
a big
precise.
fan, you know?
So
Helping out.
precise.
It's the voiceover challenge.
Yeah. At all participating get-goes, but not all get-goes.
But yeah, they are available at your participating geckos, but not at all geckos.
That's
Sounds
very
like she might have been
helpful.
participating in some of those beverages.
I got no place to get boozy slushies, and Jake won't drive drunk, but I will. I don't care. Right, Mary?
You don't know about it. You wait to buy the slushie, but it's already cold. So then you have it when you're like, God, it's so hot outside.
Can you
Now I have a slushie.
I
think of
I put my foot right in it.
that
You don't
would've-
put foot in it. You don't put your foot in it at all. It's for your mouth. My slushie go in your mouth.
The cup says 21 and over, and they put a sticker over the straw hole. All right,
Oh.
boy, they picked the perfect time to sell the Circle K. All these get-goes, right? Circle K, if they're smart, they're going to up that alcohol content in there. Just like we're going to do on Captain Fun's Floating Fandango,
Hell
presented by
yeah.
Circle K on
Hey.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Saturday. Can't wait.
Mhm.
I'm so excited.
84 and sunny. Mike in Parma suggests that you get a new dog and name it Waffle Doodle and then get a Mr. Hero endorsement for the new football stadium, the
Sounds-
Waffle Doodle Dome.
That sounds real good.
Well, listen, there's all kinds of great ideas coming from people.
Batting cages? I'd have batting cages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, that Circle K get-go thing, obviously that's not something that's going to happen next week. You know, these corporate sales take a minute.
So wait, I didn't even hear about this. So
Maybe that was the day you were gone.
Yeah,
The
Circle K bought
some French-Canadian company that owns Circle K. The parent company of Circle K bought all the Get-Go's from Giant Eagle. From Giant Eagle, yeah. So they're going to, I don't know if that's, because the concern everyone had, present company included, was, well, you better blow out them perks then. You better cash in those perks.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they've said that they'll keep them going. Of course, that's what they're going to say. Whether or not that ends up being the end result, who knows? It would be nice. But I only mention that because it will behoove you to have that Circle K app on your phone if you're going to be on the cruise with us on Saturday. Because that's going to get you some things here and there. Always good to have on your, get
cash.
Cash. Yeah, bring cash.
Bring cash.
Have the app on you, have your card.
Mm-hmm.
Have cash and have the Inner Circle app.
Is there an alcohol sponsor attached to this?
No.
Circle K.
Okay.
It's all brought to you by Circle K. But we will have a wide array of beverages, both alcoholic and non.
That was my
on
question.
the cruise. Yup.
The NAs.
I don't know if we'll have any NAs.
For those who don't partake.
I don't know if we'll have any NAs.
You can only drink so many Diet Cokes,
Would you like me to see to it that there's going to be some NAs?
Or if I'm
Okay.
allowed to bring a six-pack.
You might be able to. I'll
Yeah,
inquire.
I would just hit up Amy and she
I'll
can,
send her an email.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
See if she can also get us a limo to and from.
A limo.
Or like a limo bus,
A limo
party
bus.
It's like 4 blocks.
I'll just take an Uber. I'll be fine,
If you're parking at the station, it's literally down the street.
I'm not parking at the station. I'm having a big group of people meet at my place.
So you want a limo from your home?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the
good luck.
point. Not for 4 blocks. Are you parking here and then walking over?
Probably.
That's what Alan's gonna do too.
No, I'm Ubering.
You're Ubering.
Yeah.
Well,
Brian
then,
and I
hey,
don't drink.
Alan, get
Yep.
in on that in that email. Say
I'm sorry?
see if we got some agreements with some limo people. Just throw it
I'll
out there.
I'll let
Throw
you
it
do
out
that. I don't
Throw it
care
out
about a
there.
limo.
Throw it out
I'm
there.
fine. I'll Uber or
You're
I'll
already
park
emailing
here.
her.
Huh?
You're the big guy.
I already did it.
Ah,
You email her.
Sorry.
all right.
I emailed for Mary for the NA drinks because that hadn't occurred to me. Because I'm such a lush, Mary, that I'm
You
sorry.
are lush. I know.
I hadn't. All right. So we'll see. But listen, I had to fight them tooth and nail just to make sure that Mary could get on the boat because she doesn't drink. They were ready to have her walk the plank. They were like, we don't want anybody around here.
Come on.
Of course, I'm joking.
They're sober fun.
Of course. So you say. The only people who say that are sober. Nobody who drinks says they're sober. We have a lot of sober fun sometimes.
Yeah, because you problem.
Hey, Woody.
Alan.
Speaking of lack of sober fun, a guy who's never heard of sober fun, there's Woody.
Sober fun. I don't even know what that is.
Right. Yep.
Is that some sort of game?
He only
But,
understands 50% of that phrase.
Yeah, you're talking about the slushy drinks from convenience stores, right? That's kind of bananas. Promotes drinking and driving a little bit. But I doubt. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
I have not. I'd like to go, but I've never been.
But nor have I. But I guess there's drive-through beverage shops down there that you can just get a 64-ounce Hurricane.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of places now that have drive-through. Wait a second. There's alcohol in New Orleans?
I'm sorry?
Woody. All right. Thank you, Woody. What was he doing? Was he packing a bong or packing a bowl? What's he doing out there?
Nothing. He's retired.
He's retired.
I know.
He's living life.
He's living life out there on the lake.
He's on the lake.
On the east side. He's loving it.
Mhm.
I've got to take a break. You want to go see Maria Brink, and in this moment, they are on the God Mode tour, and they're going to come to Cleveland. Very theatrical band, and she's pretty foxy, and you'll have a lot of fun. So I'll have those tickets for you. The show is December the 5th at the Agora with a handful of other bands opening for them, so we'll do those coming back.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our